Hello, Lama. It's story time again. What
Hello.
story have you brought for us today?
Today's hello, Miss Letty,
Hello.
and today's story is the King and Solomon. His friend. Yeah,
So this is King Solomon here in the
yeah.
picture. And who
Yes,
is with him in the picture? Do you remember?
yes. I
Queen
remember Queen,
of Sheba.
Queen of Sheba. Yes,
So your story is about King Solomon
yes.
and the Queen of Sheba. And so we need to see what is going to happen. So we will
Okay.
share screen and we will start the story. So it's story time and Lama has chose this story. So off you go, Lama. Let's hear your story.
Okay. The story of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba.
Right, so the very famous people.
Yeah. King Solomon was famous for his wisdom. The Queen of Sheba wanted to test him. One day, she went to the king with two garlands. One of garlands was made of bell flowers. The other one was made of pepper flowers. But both the garlands looked exactly the same. She held one garland in each of her hands and stood in front of the king.
So the Queen of Sheba, as we see here in the picture, has two chains of flowers.
Yeah.
One is made with paper and one is real. And
Yeah.
she thinks that she can trick the king. And she asked him, King Solomon, which is the real ones, no? Which are the real
Yes.
flowers? And it's very difficult to know because they are exactly the same.
Exactly the same, yes. Tell me, without moving from your seat, which one of these two garlands is made of real flowers? The king looked at each of the two garlands very carefully. They looked very much alike. He could not tell one from the other. When his eyes failed to guide him, the wise king used his brain to solve the problem. The brain idea came to his mind.
Yeah, so I think what they're trying to say here, that if you can't see something very clearly, you must use your brain to solve the problem and think of another idea to help you.
Yeah. He ordered one of his servants to open the window overlooking the garden. The servants opened the window. Soon bees came in from the garden and began hovering around the garland in the queen's right hand. The king smiled and said, "The bees of my garden tell me that the garland in your right hand is made of real flowers." The queen bowed down with respect and said, "O king, your answer is right. You are indeed a very wise man."
Very good. Now, this word here is very difficult, right? It's
Yes.
bowed, right? Bowed down.
Bowed.
And it's when you bend over and show reverence to somebody important, to bow down. So the king, as he couldn't tell the difference, he looked for someone or something that could help him. And I think as bees are very famous for liking flowers to make honey, that's why he chose the bees to help him.
Yes.
And so the bee started to move over the flowers. And when they were hovering over the one in her right hand, he realized then that these must be the real ones, because only bees would go to the real ones and not to paper ones. The bees are not going to like paper ones at all. So why did you choose this story?
Because it's a wise king Solomon, and he used his brain, and I found his YouTube, and I upload, and I try to read and reading myself, and I like this story, and wise king Solomon and queen named Sheba. Yes, I like.
So you like to think that we should try and better ourselves and use our brains to solve problems. Well,
Yes.
Lama, thank you for reading. I have noticed your difference. You are getting a lot better in reading out loud. So all your hard work is paying off from practicing English. I know you practice a lot by yourself.
Okay.
Right, would you like to say anything before we leave?
Yeah, and thank you so much, Miss Letty. Today invite. I have a huge time, and it's my story. Share some like a chat box, and I helpful after I watching I mistake some words, and I prepare myself, and we learn lots of to watch videos and listening, and after we reading, and thank you so much.
So you're hoping that this will help somebody else, because I know you watch the videos on chat box, and when you're doing your listening, this motivates you and helps you with your English. So thank you, Lama, for coming, and I hope that the people like our story. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.